Hello, this is Henry Confidential on another Take 3 reaction. This is my second time, actually, and if you enjoyed the first one, then good, because that means I'm back. And I'm joined here with Kristen Smith. Hi, how are you doing today?
Hi, great. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm really excited for this one. A lot of smack talk and a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff that's just going to make this even more fun than just the match itself. Chris, how are you feeling today?
This is going to be amazing, Henry. I'm excited for this match. This is a Patreon match, so we're fresh. We're going into this hot, loaded. Let's rock this.
Yeah, speaking of a Patreon match, hey, if you're watching this now, that means you probably didn't watch it before on the Patreon. So make sure you go ahead and sign up and become a Patreon for the Schmoedown, because it helps them, and it also helps you getting amazing content behind the scenes and just stuff that we all deserve. So have some fun and go ahead and join that along. So any first thoughts that we want to say before the match between Knost and Napzok? Kristen, anything in particular you want to point out or any predictions?
I mean, I don't think that there's any question on who I want to win this one. Not because I don't like Ken or anything, but you know, I kind of want Knost to win, so I hope he wins.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Chris, you got any predictions of behind the scenes, intros, any Four Horsemen teases, anything along those lines?
I would love to see maybe the Four Horsemen reveal in this. This would be amazing. I don't know what the reveal would be since Knost is actually in the Horsemen, so it would have to be during either the pre-match or the post-match. So I'm excited to see how this goes. I'm not surprised by Kristen's choice, and I agree with it because Kristen Smith is top 10's pretty much secretary, and it's awesome. So I'm super unsurprised by that. And you know what? I'm with her right there. Let's go, Knost. I don't want anything to do with the Lions Den after what they did.
This is true, and Top 10 is one of my favorite shows to watch in the Midnight Squad, Monday going into Tuesday my time, so I definitely am going to support them no matter what. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this a rocking and a rolling.
3, 2, 1, play.
What up?
Woo.
This is my time. My time.
Uh-oh.
Kylo. I have new friends now. I have new power. And this, for once in my life, is about.
Snyder can piss off, so can the rest of the kid club.
Perfect.
I hope someone curbs.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was to the point. I like it.
Yeah, not a lot of history between these two specific individuals.
Yeah.
I mean, the history between them and the Lions Den is kind of a big deal, but
Yeah, long.
yeah.
That could be a whole 2-hour podcast just talking about Lions Den and Horsemen.
Seriously. Oh, look, Jen back at the table. Everyone likes that. That's awesome.
Great to be back, Christian.
Now, is she going to hurry up and run and do interviews after, or I wonder how that's going to go? That'll be
It was
fun.
a long night.
It could be Perry.
Neither of us had voices.
Jen, why are you sweating?
Or Brienne, or
Brienne might be because it's
Emma,
the Patreon
or-
match. Brienne
Yeah.
might do the interviews.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That's true.
I think she did
Schmoedown bingo. Mark that down.
With the Lions Den versus the Horsemen, as we know that there are 2 Horsemen now.
Man, I wish I could have been there.
Yeah.
That live event looked amazing.
I'm so
Me and Chris were there
disappointed.
like the week before.
I know.
5
I was
days,
like,
Mr.
I
Buzz,
wish.
3 days.
I was trying to get John to take a vacation so that we could have stayed, and then he was like, I have to go back to work.
I don't think anyone likes the Lions Den.
Speaking of live event, look behind him. You see everything coming up.
Mhm.
More though than
I like how they
Top 10,
redecorated the
not.
set.
I mean, this goes back
Yeah.
to 2015 when JT
I like seeing the Shire Wolves League of Their Own in the back. That's cool.
Out of the tournament that year, Knost and Roka. That's where it started.
Box office
Then fast forward to
breakdown.
Where Knost and Roka are the champions, and they lose the championship to the Patriots, who still had them over a year and 5 months.
Yeah, I can't believe that.
And no one's been
I
able
still
to
think
knock
I'm
off
wait.
the
I'm
top
still
half
think
of
I'm
the
asleep in a bad
plenty
dream. I'm
of
just
time.
stuck in a bad dream. That's all it is. It's not real life.
Aren't we all?
Ken Napzok, who joined the Lions Den 5-6 months ago, whatever it was, and he used to sing the praises.
Look at
of
Draco. He's just like, I'm leaving you, so don't hug me.
Just like the Lions Den member does, switches on the drop of a dime, and then lets
I'm gonna go
lets Knost
be
know
Rachel's
that
friend.
he's not worthy to play him.
She's
because he's
nice
the
to
former
me.
Star Wars champ.
Absolutely.
That
It's broken
team
the
was
heart of
amazing,
so
though,
many
Buffalo's
fans,
cat.
former teammates. I mean, there is not a person in the team that is
Half
not
of it
happy
was.
with
Yeah, I think you're
We'll
absolutely
let
right.
you
The thing
guys
is with Ken,
guess
though,
which
is
half.
don't let just.
I'm regretting having Henry on once again.
Are you gonna say that at least once a show?
In the free for
If you make me, yeah.
The stuff Ken
That's
knows,
my goal.
He really knows.
He has plenty of general knowledge.
That's a Schmoedown bingo. That's reaction bingo right there. How many times Clark regrets having me on?
Matt Knost has also really improved from. I mean, we'll call it what it is. Matt Knost has had some bad luck.
He has.
He's had some.
Yeah. I wouldn't say he's going to be most improved player or anything like that, but he's definitely very improved.
What kind of luck Knost runs into, because when Knost
I mean, of course, by the end of the year, you never know if top 10 gets the belts back or anything like that.
Look,
I'd see him in the running.
We know that, and you guys get to hear it.
Uh-oh.
Here we are again with the pizza guy. I mean,
I like
how many
pizza.
times do we have to
It's not even a
beat this
bad
guy?
thing.
I got cheated. Lost by the hair of my chinny chin chin. Snyder kicked his ass.
It was a high
I
score.
mean, by 2 points. I wouldn't say kicked his ass. 2 points.
Napzok called me out, huh? It's big for his britches. I believe he sees that wheel isn't entirely Star Wars, so he's got a shot in hell of beating.
I love the
anybody
irony.
outside of
Mighty.
the Star Wars genre.
And Matt Knost, I respect you.
He
You're a
hates
great
that
competitor,
nickname.
great comedian, an entrepreneur, a businessman. I respect you. I mean, at least.
So what, is
I used to
Kalinowski
respect
the
you
only one who's
more.
allowed to change his
But
name?
now,
Matt,
I
you can
saw
change
that
your
my
name,
heart
bud.
was weak, and after kind
Well,
of
we'll
seeing
see.
the light with these guys, I'm just as confused as Tom and Jeff as to why I'm here, and that's part of the fun today, Matt.
Where's
because
JTE?
pressure is all on you and your
Hiding.
sneakers that are 10 years too
Maybe
young
the camera's
for
just
what
too
you're
high and
doing,
we just
all
can't
right?
see him.
4 horsemen are coming, all right? The 4 horsemen. We are back. We're going to take the singles.
Uh-oh.
We're going to take team.
We gonna see?
We're going to take inner geekdom. We're going to
Gonna
invent
tease
titles
it?
to take those out. We're going to take the commissionership. I don't know what that is. Patreon people.
Do you think he's just being broad, or you think they're actually going to bring in a IG player?
Because I'm sick of the current administration, all right?
These Patreon fans, though, they must love
no.
horror movies or something.
Is
Because
th-
this
they-
match is shaping up to be a massacre. Ken.
I'm still
Okay?
surprised they didn't
You
get
should have
Inman.
seen it earlier. Christian is
Yeah.
so
They
nice.
still could.
Pizza for all
Inman
the
and Mance,
kids.
that's probably the
Crew and
hot
competitors.
news,
Okay,
hot scoop.
I don't know if
delivered
they
it
would
today?
touch Mance, though. Mance
Knost.
isn't
And he stood there with his hand out
doing
like he
too
wanted
hot
a
at the
tip.
moment.
Here's a tip, Knost. Don't
He's
bother
just
coming
just
back to
rusty.
play the
He needs to
pit
get his
boss.
focus back.
It's because he doesn't have his Roca fire. That rivalry's been done for
Smile at your face,
long time
and
now.
They turn around and they just
Year and a
jab
half?
a knife
2
in
years?
the
that
hand, and they just
rivalry
twist
needs
it,
to come
twist
back.
it. Then you look down at the handle,
It
and the
does.
handle's got like little Hawaiian shirts.
Well, or let's turn it into a friendship.
This one's clearly Thad's knife. But I've
Thad's
gotten
knife?
shanked from Harloff. I've gotten shanked from people I don't even know. At 2 Brute? Yes. Yes, they're all taking shots. That's fine. The horsemen are here. The horsemen will reign. And the horsemen will destroy.
Perfect.
We should make a horseman Ken's horse voice joke.
There's not a lot of new things. Still the pizza guy shots are taken over and over and
Same
over
old,
again.
same old.
And Knost,
It's not a bad thing.
running
Pizza's
in
delicious.
just full force, saying that the horsemen are back and that he's going. That it is time to take out Lions Den once and for all. To take out Ken and he said he's back in the singles. This isn't a one-off for Knost. He wants to get playing again and get back in this thing.
Absolutely, but I am still loving the mystery around who the new horsemen are going to be.
Me too. I don't know if we're going to see any today, but I'll be looking for them, and we'll
I hope
see
so.
if we find any new horsemen today. But we're ready to get this match.
Even
going
any
here.
teases, any
This is the
handshakes,
tale of the
anything.
tape.
I'm speculating.
Matt Knost, sports movies, 80s movies, and making sure apparently
Watching
fans
his
have
back.
him in back. One of the strengths of Matt Knost. And then you've got Ken
I'm
Napzok,
surprised rom-coms
Star-
are strength
Star
of Ken's,
Wars,
but I mean, it's,
romantic comedies, Steve Martin movies, and any romantic comedy movies that
He
Steve Martin
he
did.
watches a lot of
So,
rom-coms.
there you go.
Nothing
Ready to
wrong.
get going, huh?
Because he's a
Nothing wrong.
lonely,
Excited.
lonely man.
Let's
He
do
takes
this.
notes.
Ladies and gentlemen,
He takes
it's
notes.
time for the movie trivia Schmoedown.
Boom.
Introducing first.
Sorry if my puppy whines. He's had
Ken's
surgery
gonna come first,
recently.
right?
Representing
Yeah,
the Lions Den
it's got to be Ken
with a
first.
record of 1 win, 2 defeats.
Mm. Bum,
He
bum,
is
bum,
the former movie trivia
bum,
Schmoedown
bum, bum.
Star Wars champion.
Say it louder for the people in the back. Former.
Ken Napzok. There's Jeff Snyder.
Mark Donica.
Mark Donica.
Donica.
What the heck is
That shirt.
Ken
No shirt, no service. Get him out of here.
#1 contender
Get him
match
out of here.
to his second event, and he wants his Star Wars title back.
I
He
think this
ready.
is the only time I've ever supported Tom without a shirt on.
Well, and
Patreon doesn't cover whiteboards. Don't be throwing those things, man.
Curiously, not the only person
Have
out
some
there,
respect for the
right?
whiteboards.
Interesting. All right, so we got the enforcer taking 10 out there. Yeah, you got
Crazy
something to
part
say?
about it is this is just my real body.
Oh my gosh.
Sure. Okay.
Stop it.
Fact.
Just stop it.
Okay, good.
You know what?
What?
Watch what happens here.
Okay, can't wait. Goodbye.
Yeah, we're going to.
And
That's the point.
opponent with a record
Interesting.
of 2 wins, 3 defeats. He is the 2017 Ultimate Schmoedown semifinalist and the former Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
This is not his normal music.
Is this a Horseman exclusive?
Knost. There's Knost. That Knost coming out there.
All right, they're gonna save it for Roca and Schneider, or for the end of this match.
Or they haven't decided yet. Because when they teased that, Roca said that Christian didn't even know that they were gonna get 2 new people. So
Yeah, maybe.
No, the crowd. He's definitely got the crowd behind him today, so that's gonna help a little bit.
All right,
It's gonna be
again,
interesting.
like you said, it's against the Lions. Look at this.
They're just
Look at this.
building the intrigue.
Oh God,
They're
it
up
starts
to the 2 of
now.
them. They're already starting. All right, guys, here we go. Round number 1. Round number 1
Let's
is going
do
to
this.
work like this. The competitors get 8 questions worth 1
Show off my
point
smarts.
each. They write their answers on the whiteboard. When it is their time, they show it to the camera and say it at the same time. 15 seconds to answer the question. Don't forget about your JTE rules. Don't forget about your challenge rules. Matt Knost, ready to go?
Sure, let's do it.
Ken.
I want to thank all the Patreon supporters
You're
for making
welcome.
this victory possible
But
today.
probably not
And ladies
the
and
victory.
gentlemen,
Yeah.
let's get ready to Schmoedown!
Move!
All right, here we go, guys. Question number 1.
That 2 and 3
Action
record was
adventure.
rough, Matt.
Who played Blofeld in
Oh, what's his name?
2015 Spectrum?
This is easy.
This is definitely in Ken's wheelhouse.
Think so?
Absolutely.
All right, 5.
Well, I've only seen this movie once, so I'm just kind of
Christoph
taking a guess of
Waltz.
the
Christoph
bad
Waltz?
guy, yeah. Christoph Waltz.
That's correct, Ken.
Yes.
Christoph Waltz.
One of my
Got
very
it.
few
Okay, so tie
strengths
game
in
there.
movie
1-1.
trivia is
1-1.
James Bond.
All
Next
right,
question.
guys. Next question comes from the category
Fun
of
fact.
dramas. In The Shawshank Redemption, what is the nickname of Morgan Freeman's character?
I love this movie and I'm blanking right now.
Didn't I tell you guys I don't hesitate on Shawshank questions?
An Instagram?
No, you didn't say that?
There was a
Oh,
Shawshank
that was in the rundown
in the
reaction.
rundown reaction.
3,
Yeah.
2, 1. Ken.
You know,
Red.
I'm the only person in the world.
Yeah, I had the R.
God, that's a bad question.
Red,
If that means anything.
That's a good question.
Red is
I was like,
correct.
R
Red is
something.
correct. No, it's going up 2-1. How do you not see
Something
Shawshank?
R.
I think
You knew it started with something. That is correct.
Why did they call you Red? Maybe because I'm
last
Irish.
week when it was on TBS. Yeah. All right, here we go. Question number 3: horror/thriller. Who directed the horror classic 1978
Oh.
Halloween, the 1982's The Thing, and 1983's Christine?
Thank you, Skaliski.
Aaron Turner would
Didn't write
love
the
this
question,
question.
Officer? I'm just asking.
Apparently, he would like any horror thriller question.
We're the ones. You'll learn that at the desk.
John Carpenter.
John
Ken.
Carpenter.
John Carpenter.
Correct, Ken.
John Carpenter.
There you go. Ken saw that movie. All right, and next question, Jen.
Next category is comic
Congrats,
book
Ken.
movies. What was the hero persona assumed by Nicolas Cage's character in
I've never seen Kick-Ass.
Really?
This is not. It's a good movie. This is not the right answer.
I think you would like it.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pen's next. Ken.
Big Daddy.
Is it really?
Big
That's what I
Daddy.
wrote down, but that's a stupid name for a superhero, so I thought I was wrong.
Big Daddy and Hit
Question
Girl.
Here, guys. Here we go. This is fantasy sci-fi.
That's a stupid name for a superhero. Sorry.
Which
Great
Academy
name
Award-winning
for Nicolas
actress
Cage.
played Ava, the humanoid robot, in the 2015 sci-fi thriller
Is it cheating that I have it right here?
No, it's not really your fault. But I can't ever remember her name, even if I wanted
If you can
I
to.
move
wasn't
your
sure if there
camera
was-
over to the poster. We can.
Right, now let's zoom in on Henry's screen so I can remember what her name is.
Matt knows.
Alicia Vikander. I wasn't sure if there was
Yeah,
two A's.
there you
That's
go.
correct.
That's the person I can never remember.
Just couldn't pull it, but 4-3. Ken, that's a big point for Ken because he's bringing.
Noah's just playing really well.
All right, guys.
Yeah,
the next
even
question
despite that
comes
miss
from the
right there.
category of
Yeah.
animated. Tiana is the name of the lead in what Disney animated film?
Ken just gave it. Ken literally just Gave up.
Physically gave up.
I can see it in his aura.
His hair gave up several years ago, but he gave up
4,
to step.
3,
I haven't seen this movie, but
2.
It's Princess and the Frog. I'll say it first because my notes decided to freeze.
Animated
yeah.
movies.
Sorry.
Princess and the Frog.
They're delightful.
I started right.
It's a good. I really like this one. I think it's one of their better ones, and it's one of the last hand-drawn ones that they've made.
You said Disney
Really?
classic.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, here we go, guys. Next question.
Knost is like, you better fix that wording there, guy. Could stab me in the back.
Seymour Krelborn in Little
Oh.
Shop of Horrors.
The only person I know in this movie, so sorry, Linus, if I get it wrong.
Never seen.
Sorry, Chris, if you get it wrong.
But if I get it right,
Don't eat romaine lettuce.
Linus, then thank you. Well, I just had a debate with Linus, and he talked about this movie.
2,
Oh, really?
1.
This is Chris's favorite musical.
Moranis.
Rick
Yeah.
Moranis.
Moranis.
It
My
is?
favorite musical.
Please
Yeah.
come
Yes.
back, Moranis.
Rick Moranis. So there we go.
The question was best
Nice.
movie remake that's better than the original, and he went Little Shop of Horrors.
Ooh, that's a good choice. That's a really good choice.
And what was your argument against it?
I don't know. I just BS.
Let's focus on the match. Let's focus on the match.
Thank you, Jake, for supporting the show and having an amazing last name.
I need to actually
Oh, I-
DM Linus now and
Question is
say
in
I
the
love you.
category of comedies.
All right, let's focus on the match, guys.
Double duty
I'm one away
of
from a perfect
directing
round.
And acting in Robin Hood.
Oh, that's
Men's
easy.
Tights.
Oh no.
I don't think this is right. I think he did a Robin Hood movie.
Mel Brooks.
Yes.
Oh, I said Rob Reiner.
Correct.
I knew
Damn
Yes,
it.
it is. So, 6,
that one
Way to
funny
ruin my
guy.
perfect round, Clark.
I wrote down that one funny guy, which that's the correct
Good to
answer.
know.
Okay. All right, so now we get to round number 2 as 6-5 leads us into round number 2.
6 points. That's good for Matt.
Yeah.
The wheel will come out. They will spin the wheel.
I mean, the last singles he had, didn't he have a perfect round?
Did he?
Choice, each one worth 2 points apiece.
That it was real close again.
Yeah. He's had a couple recently. I just don't remember if it was his last singles. Ooh, Clint Eastwood. That could be interesting.
Horror is our Patreon slice.
Horror is the slice. Isn't that like 2 times in a row that's been the slice? A lot of horror.
Someone's
fans
a
out there.
horror fan, yeah.
I'll go
Yeah.
first.
They know that Ken won't know any of the answers.
Yeah. Do they pick the slices specifically on the match or just?
I think they might. I think they do. I think they're like, yours is going to be on this match. What slice do you want?
That's cool. Matt, don't spin it on the peg. They'll go flying.
Because I remember the Rachel match. Someone picked Lord of the Rings, I thought.
No. Okay.
Scarlett Johansson.
I think he's respinning. Yeah.
No hesitation.
Just don't hit opponent's choice.
Exactly. It wouldn't have been too deep.
No, it's true.
I think he would do good on like action or fantasy sci-fi, maybe.
Maybe. I mean, he's done a
Based
couple
on
lists
this-
recently.
I mean, he would do good on a comedy in 90s.
ScarJo again, eh?
No,
Well,
no.
it was meant to be, ScarJo.
All right.
It was meant to be.
Scarlett
I think
Johansson.
it's put
All right.
All right.
Here we go.
Ready to kick this off? You are. All right. Your first
He's
question
so happy.
is, who directed The Horse Whisperer?
Oh Jesus!
Robert Redford.
No
Nice.
points for Matt Knost.
There you go. Good pull.
Didn't know she was.
You're all for.
She might have been
Second question is, Brian De Palma directed what film that featured Scarlett
Oh my
Johansson?
God.
Lost in translation.
No, that's Sophia
don't
Coppola.
Multiple
That's the one I do know, Sophia.
Choice is A, The Black Dahlia, B, Femme Fatale,
Palma.
C, Mission to Mars.
Let's
or
I
do
don't
Black-
think he did Dahlia, did he?
Black
I don't
Dahlia.
think he did.
It's got to be A or B, so I'll say
That's not an answer.
2.
Black Dahlia.
Really?
Point for
I
Matt.
don't remember him directing that. So
A.
that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Pure
Ken,
guess. Did
Ken
you know
was
that
looking
one?
for that steal. Ken was looking for that steal.
He was hungry. All right.
Was that considered a rom-com? Yeah.
Here we go.
The Black Dahlia. No.
Girl with a pearl earring.
Oh my God.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Colin Firth, B, David Thewlis, C,
Jeffrey
Colin
Rush was in
Farrell,
my head for some
D,
reason, so I'm glad I
Jason
didn't
Isaacs?
throw that out there.
B?
Colin Firth. It sounds like a period
Thewlis.
piece.
It's incorrect, Ken.
B?
Jason Isaacs?
That's what
That
he
would have been
said.
a big steal if you got
looking
that.
for
I feel like it's B still. I know it's wrong,
Hey,
but I still think it's B.
the realm of ScarJo.
Is girl with a pearl earring a period piece?
Yes.
Question is, who directed
That's the only
Lost
reason I
Oh,
got
see,
that.
there you go. You know this
There's
one.
Sophia.
Oh, Sophia Cole.
Good job. That's not a bad round. That's not a bad round.
himself?
Kept himself in there.
He
That's
didn't give
good.
up any steals, which is most important.
Yes, exactly.
If you get a round that you're not a fan of and your opponent doesn't get
Now,
any
let's just hope
steals,
Ken doesn't get that fantasy sci-fi.
and let's hope he gets opponent's
Knost
choice.
is praying for opponent's choice right now.
Is new releases on the board?
So is
I don't
Christian,
think so.
apparently.
Darn.
These,
90s. Ooh.
he should take that.
That's not a bad one for him. That's not a bad one for him.
Yeah, he's gonna
Rom-coms that
take
came
that.
out in the 90s, yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
here we go, Ken.
Well, he watched a lot of movies in the 90s.
That's true.
4 questions.
Back when
in
he
the
had
realm of
confidence and hair.
90s. All right, question number 1.
I mean, he's got a girlfriend right now.
Basil
He's got
Exposition
confidence.
in Austin Powers International Man of Mystery.
Michael York.
Jeez, this is going to be an interesting match.
He didn't even hesitate.
Johnny Ringo in 1993's Tombstone.
Michael B.
Wow.
This is going to be
Bean.
close.
Michael Behan.
Okay,
Bean.
that's fine.
So the
Okay.
next one, Mike Myers.
Behan.
Another-
All the Michaels.
What was the lead villain's name in Halloween? No, I'm just kidding. All right. All right. Here we
I was
go.
wondering why it didn't come up there. I was waiting to
Who
read it.
directed Silence of the Lambs.
Jonathan Demme.
Yeah, yeah. He wouldn't know. He's probably not seen it.
A.
It's
Ted
too
Denton.
scary.
B. David Fincher. C.
Ooh, there's two Demis.
D. John
That can trip
And
him up.
that's a trick question right there.
Because if you don't know Jonathan Demme right away.
Jonathan Demme.
Wow, he
Ooh,
did get
snap.
tripped up. It did. Wow, that did trip him up.
Gillespie, you tricky, tricky SOB.
Last question.
Not Tricky Dagnino, but
Last question.
I feel like Tricky Skaliski should be a hashtag at this point.
Clint Eastwood
The fact that it's not is a travesty.
you might know this.
5.
I don't.
Repeat the question.
Dylan McDermott played Clint Eastwood partner Al in which 90s film?
I do not know this.
5, 4,
The Deadpool. I don't know. I think that was
You want
1990.
2
Wow.
points for Ken Napzok.
Wow.
That's
He did know
a
it.
good round for both of
Matt
them.
Knost holds
Really
on to
good
his
round.
1-point lead.
It was a nice little steal
That
there.
was a good steal. Ken Napzok.
I wish
That
it
was
wasn't a good
huge
round.
steal.
That's a big steal. I wish this was not a good round for Ken.
Into the third
I mean, I like Ken,
round. If
but,
work like this, the competitors
you
will
know.
get 3
Matt's
numbers
like
from
50-50
1
in round
to 20.
3,
The first
so
one
we'll
is worth
see.
2 points. The second one is worth 3. and the third
Just
one
depends on what he gets.
Yeah.
points. Ken has 2 JT rules left. Matt
Matt's
Knost
usually
has
a know it or
3,
don't
and
type of
both
guy.
have
He
to
doesn't
count.
really
All
forget.
right, Knost, you're up by 1. Please pick 3 numbers from 1 to 20.
2, 5, 14.
2, 5, and 14 for Matt Knost.
I hate when they say them so quickly. Think. Take your time. Relax.
13.
Like this.
You can think about the numbers all you want, but they're all random, so
I know,
thinking
but you
about
should
it
always have
really
some
doesn't
sort of
matter.
strategy.
8 is your
Yeah, this
first.
plays out.
Yeah, first number.
At least he didn't say 1, 2, 3. That's the worst. As a question writer, I put all the bad ones there.
Realm of comic book movies. Comic book movies, 2-pointer here, Ken. What DC film is loosely based on the
Constantine.
Constantine, yeah. He should know this. I feel like he should know this.
Maybe he's toying with Matt.
4,
Maybe not.
2.
Repeat the question.
Maybe he's getting tripped up because he's like thinking Hellboy, maybe?
Based on
Yeah.
the Hellblade.
Or he's not thinking Constantine was a comic.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's
Mm.
Ghost Rider.
Wow.
Which is based on Ghost Rider.
Yeah,
So.
Constantine.
I'm kind of surprised. I figured he would have known that one.
Now
Yeah,
it's a
that was
3-pointer here.
interesting.
3-pointers. All right, so number 13. Ken. Number
Well, we're
13
happy he
is
missed.
Biopics. Biopics. All right.
Okay.
So who
Malcolm
starred
X.
as Richie Valens in the 1987 film La Bamba?
Also Chavez E. Chavez, Lou Diamond Phillips.
3 points. Bounces back to Matt Knost now. Matt Knost
Yeah.
needs to tie it
Ash
up.
might appear in a
With
second
his
if he doesn't
2-pointer,
stop
Matt
whining.
Knost has a
No
count of
hesitation.
Whining.
2, which is his first general.
Tie it up, baby.
All right, your first question, your 2-pointer, comes in the category of war movies. Who played the lead in American Sniper?
Bradley Cooper?
Oh, why am I?
There you go.
2 points. Let's tie that up. All right, now we're going to let it bounce back.
Half a second.
He talked about American Sniper on the podcast, like
American Snyder?
American Sniper, like two weeks ago or 2 or 3 weeks ago. Hey, it's the same thing to me.
I mean, Snyder is an American, so yeah.
It's true. Some would say he's a sniper.
Script supervisor Sandy Schclair in the disaster
Seth
artist.
Rogen. Hilarious. Why is he aiming at her belly button, man?
4, 3, 2.
Repeat
No,
it, please.
it's not funny.
Who played
He just told you a
script
tragic story.
supervisor Sandy Schclair in the disaster
What a
artist?
story, Mark.
5, 4,
Sandy Schlickler. Seth Rogen.
2.
Nice.
He
He
doesn't.
guessed. He guessed.
Great. Great.
That's
Was
awesome.
he teasing? He had to be teasing.
No, he guessed. You could tell his face. He was like, it could be the right answer. I know he's in.
5-pointer here.
That's awesome.
Take the lead
That was
and bounce
good,
it
Matt.
back to Knost.
That was good.
Or Matt Knost will win the game.
That was really mighty of him.
All right, here we go. Ken, category of action adventure. Action adventure. From the Transporter
Come on.
trilogy.
Don't hit this.
Name one of the 4 rules as stated
Ooh, that's
by
rough.
the Transporter.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Don't
Are they?
have hair. Is that one of the rules of being a transporter? Freya, get off.
Being a transporter and a hitman.
Repeat the question.
Last one.
I don't know.
From the Transporter trilogy. One of the 4 rules as stated by the
Never tell anyone your name. That'd be.
4.
That's a pretty generic rule, right? You hear that in a lot of things.
1.
Wow. Wow.
Winner!
I want to know what the rules are.
They have to be really generic. 'Cause that's either really hard or. That is. Did he just say no names?
Sir, Freya, stop.
Would they accept never tell anyone your name? I think that counts.
Probably would accept it. That's awesome. Good job.
You know that's a nice
I-
victory.
You didn't even have to do his
Heard
fight.
no names and.
Perfect.
Put up a hell of a fight even to the very end, but you almost have to feel like
Matches where he doesn't have to do a 5-pointer, I feel so much better because he's had so much bad luck at 5-pointers.
If you're a patron, you get to see this match.
I can't wait for the top 10 show now to hear him talk about that.
No. And if
Oh,
you're
yeah.
watching on YouTube, then right now you're going to be able to see Snyder versus Rhoda. Can the Horseman?
I'm super excited about this one too.
Or can the Lions then come back and tie it
Hey.
up here at 1-1 on this particular day? We're going to hear from Knost and we're going to hear from Napzok, who's standing by with
Kristen and her
Chandler.
corgis.
Here we
Cone dogs.
What's up, Conehead? Now I'm in the mood for a corn dog.
I'm the damn winner, that's who. I'm the damn
Yeah,
winner.
he is.
Took out another member of the Lion's Den. That's gonna be my new intro music. I hope you guys
It's a great. I like it.
Hey, it
You
was
can do
Brianna.
that song whenever you want.
Yeah, Brian.
Okay, sure, no problem. Look, we
He's
got so
perfect
much
for
in the way
the
of electronics
Patreon
here.
stuff.
Somebody can make
I
that
beat the
happen.
Lions Den. I beat the Lions Den. I beat the Lions Den.
match a little bit today.
I
After
did
the
not
first round, we were
know.
ahead by 1. Was that a little too close for comfort for you?
Well, we were both answering the questions kind of tit for tat, and then I missed one. He made up the ground. So going into it, it really comes down to round 2 with spinning the wheel. Literally, I looked at it beforehand, and I was like, "There's only one slice I don't want. There's only one slice I don't want."
Scarlett Johansson.
That would be Scarlett Johansson, because my depth of knowledge on that is pretty shallow.
That's hilarious that that's exactly what he rolled.
To a guess at the other, and then the 4th one, I still Girl with the Pearl Earring. I have not seen.
Girl with the Pearl Earring, I have also not seen.
I know the
but
painting.
I do know that if it's a kind of a category that hasn't been spun a lot, you might get easier questions sometimes. It's kind of, I don't know, I've just kind of noticed that. But-
Okay, sure. Sure. Is that your insider scoop,
Yeah,
Karen?
I noticed that too.
It's just the more times you spin a category, the deeper the questions have to get.
It's been a good year for the two of you. You
Literally.
won the live
Don't have much
event,
choice.
and now
Yeah,
you won
there's
today.
only so many
So
top-level questions you can
there's
have.
also some tease about the 4
What kind of earring did Scarlett Johansson wear in Girl with the Pearl Earring?
Definitely a pearl.
I was thinking diamond.
No, you'd be wrong.
That's done right takes time. And
So we are taking
We're not gonna see yet.
to put this stable together. I think we kind of rushed it last time.
What a
So we're gonna
tease.
repeat the same mistakes. And we're going after.
Yeah, 'cause then you got bums like Ryan Burnett.
Matt
And
took out 2 members of the Lions Den now, right? Finstock and Ken. I've taken out JT. I got 1 more to
Sigh.
take out. So we've got
I'm
2 more
teasing.
people to tell you about.
I'm not. This is Henry's last reaction.
Goodbye, Henry. It was nice having you.
From the commissioner. He
We
was
got
like,
some bad advice.
So long.
"You've
You've been punished. You've been punished."
Like, you know what? This guy's never steered us wrong. Now we've had a little bit more time working with him, and all he does is steer the ship wrong.
I mean,
Literally, we drive into shoals nonstop. We would be deserted on a terrible, like, fucking frigate island.
Frigates.
In the middle of nowhere, dying right now on a rock that has no water, no fresh water, no food. And Christian would be over there going, well, you know, I think it's a good idea. You know, it seems like, you know, smart thing to do."
So the moral of the story is don't listen to the former commissioner.
No
Matt.
love for Christian.
And
No
we'll let
love
you know
for Christian.
when this is going to happen, and it's coming soon.
And what else is
Get
coming
alien
soon
fingers,
is your
Roker.
match against Jeff Snyder. We'll see that soon.
Get ready, Jeffy boy. Get ready.
We are back with
Oh, man.
Jeff.
finisher Ken
Hold
Napzok.
up real quick. Hold up real quick.
Okay.
Can't wait for that Roka American Snyder match.
How many movies are in the
That
trailer?
would be great.
I'll be
He should
very
change his
excited.
nickname right
1,
now.
2, 3.
He should.
And
Very
I don't
much.
ca- There's definitely other.
Wait, what are
rules
they
the
talking about?
transporter stated.
The transporter?
That's
Are
correct.
there other rules, or are they the same rules
Wait,
for
no,
the
there's
whole thing?
4 movies.
I would assume.
There's 4 movies. It threw him off.
They each have the same rules.
He's
though,
watched
right?
every one of those movies at the drive-in. He's seen them.
Yeah, like Camry fits into the spots nicely.
Once she said 3, or trilogy, okay, next thing happens, it throws him off because he knows there's 4.
But isn't one of
What
them
question is that?
not theatrically released?
Under protest.
This is
Like a Hallmark movie or something?
Thank
Is
you.
it?
Glad,
That's
I'm glad to
hilarious.
be here with you right now, and your pink shoelaces. They're beautiful.
Thank you, thank you. I tried.
I don't know. I feel like they didn't do so well the last couple times.
But let me tell you,
So.
I had nothing to lose here. That's what we know. Knost had everything. to
Donica's
gain,
such a
and
big
sometimes
dude.
people step up.
He is. He's huge.
The guy
We
here,
Donica versus
he did a
Schnepp.
good job. He did a good job. But once you know,
In a fight?
You know, I used to do what he used to do, his little comedy routines.
That'd be a good Inter-Geekdom fight, actually.
I've never seen the Shawshank Redemption. He does that, and he had Chris Scaliscu put some questions in.
Wow,
Can't be
Scaliscu.
biased.
Designed to hurt me. That's what's happening here. The system is.
That was just one question,
It's
Chief.
always against you, but I do appreciate your answer for that because I think God needs to be.
I'm glad your
you know,
buzzer didn't go off.
right?
Lahain.
Yeah, but look, since when do they reboot a movie that's like 3 years old? Okay,
I don't know.
Transporter comes out in 2009, 2012,
Listen, enough of the
2014. Then they're
Transporter.
gonna
Let's-
reboot a movie in 2015.
Let's close
There's
up
no
this
reboot.
chapter and let's
There's
talk
4
about
movies.
the live chapter, Tom. Let's talk about the live chapter that's happening June 2nd.
June 2nd, El Portal Theater, North Hollywood, California. That's where it's going to go down. I am back in my arena, and my destiny is still out in front of me. And Whitwer, the system, the clock, Harloff, Williams, Scaliscu, none of these guys
I think you're saying his name right.
get in front of my destiny. Scrimshaw, who I respect greatly, Alex Damon, who I respect greatly, they're only in my way, and I cannot wait to be back there. And you are going to want to be there. Too.
I am.
Yes,
I do,
Lord,
but I'm not.
Second
But-
live, the El Portal Theater. Be there. That is where I will make my.
I'm gonna call Chris Scaliscu from now on. That's a great Scaliscu.
I don't even know who that
I didn't
guy
know Matt
is.
Damon was in
It's
it.
not like how
He's
Bateman
still-
calls
he's on Newborn Identity.
But at least you'll be there, and maybe you'll be commissioner by then, right?
Oh, I
At
should be.
2100.
Well, we
you're
could
gonna be
call
commissioner.
Chris
What's gonna be happening?
Scaliscu to his face
Considering
Okay.
if we really wanted to.
On the Schmoedown rundown when
I'm
he's
gonna do
hosting.
so many
On the Rundown
positive
Schmoedown,
things.
Tell us some
Like,
things you're gonna
Gibbs
do.
actually
right
called him
questions
Skalicky
not
for like the
screw
first
us
half
over
of it.
constantly.
He did, and then
Yeah.
he said his last name at one point. He's like, "Is that really how you say it?" And he's like, "Yes, the CK makes an S." And he's like, "Does it really?"
Okay. Yeah, I don't know where he's from.
It'd be funny if at one
Goals
point
for Patreon that you're
Skalisky
gonna
was
do,
like,
that you're gonna
Yeah.
do
I honestly
that
don't
you
remember
can
anymore.
Yeah.
No. At this point, I forgot.
Harloff up against his little buddy.
Whoa,
Terrence.
whoa.
See?
One-on-one match to settle a score of who's the biggest idiot.
The people.
Wow, really?
Wow.
Need
Ken versus
want a
Ellis?
leader, and that's their leader.
Is that what he just?
No, he said Christian versus Ellis.
Oh, okay. I was really confused. I was like, why would we Ken versus Ellis?
2,500
Interesting.
Patreons.
whatever.
Yeah, we got to get there because that's a match everyone, and no one wants at the same time.
Or like you said that one time, Kristen, 21,000.
Well, it did release
Yep.
at one point, according to that post. I have the thumbnail
Yeah.
to prove it.
Anything can happen in this game.
Yeah.
But Knost also played very well to where he got himself he got himself into the headspace to where even when he didn't know it, he took a guess. And that's what a lot of players don't do. You can see the experience of Matt Knost because
I just thought about it. Christian's wearing a Pacific
they
Rim
don't know it,
Uprising
they say,
shirt.
I
What's
have
up with
no
that,
idea.
man?
And Knost has
Probably
been
got it
able
for
to do
free.
that in the past, but this time he didn't do that. He got himself to a place that he guessed the most educated guess that he could, and it worked out for him twice. But
There you go.
Seth Rogen.
Where Ken's talking about, he's not wrong. All eyes are on him when it comes to the Star Wars division.
It's true.
We've got this match coming up right around the corner here on June 2nd, where you can.
That's gonna be a great match.
Schmoedownlive.com, and you can
Don't
see.
miss it. The last one was on
It was
fire.
on fire, and Ken will be
Scrimshaw,
going up
that's a
against
cool name.
Joseph Scrimshaw and Alex Damon. The winner plays.
Neither of which are lightweights.
No, not at all. The way they all battle, those guys alone almost beat Sam Whitwer. And
Really
speaking
liking
of,
that yellow,
whoever wins
goldish,
that match
orange
will play Sam Whitwer for the
sun
championship.
Yellow's
my
favorite
Epic
color,
Collider
yeah.
Collision.
And you know Ken is just
Really?
aching to get that spot.
You could hear it in the interview.
Mine's
And
black
Matt
like my
Knost
soul.
saying, who's next? Bring somebody else on. You know, maybe whether Donovan.
Who do you guys wanna see Matt play
in the
next?
Singles, we'll see. I don't know. Maybe it's something
could
else.
see
Maybe
Matt
he's
playing,
3-3 now. Matt Knost, I would assume, is going to want to play.
Maybe
in
the loser of
in the Ultimate
Lon
Showdown when
versus
we get to that
Irwin.
in a few months from now.
Absolutely.
Nah, I don't know if he's ready. He's not ready for that.
All right, so for you patrons out
Maybe
there, once
Stacey
again,
Howard.
thank you very much.
That would be a
for
good
new
one.
Patrons, thank you.
Because what,
very much.
Stacey's
Make
3-1,
sure that you are
3-2?
checking out. There's some brand new
3
tiers
and
up there
2.
specifically
And yeah,
for
3
the
and
live
2,
event.
and
I could
Knost
see
is
that.
3 and 3 now.
Raffles.
That would be a good
So
one.
many new things that we're doing. Some of the tiers have been lowered. Some of the things have been added. A lot of great new things happening in the patron
And we couldn't do this without you.
No,
so
we
thank
couldn't.
you
Yeah.
so much.
And you get to see
it's
matches like these early.
2100
It's awesome.
2100,
Unless you're a reactor and then you wait for them to drop on YouTube anyway.
This is true.
2100,
But at least you have it at your fingertips, just in case.
Paid $10 for that.
But what he said backstage was-
For support.
For some, you know.
Well, it's $5 now for the access.
Well, I'm still paying the 10.
Well,
Two
yeah,
weeks
same.
to go fix it.
Samesies.
That's if anybody makes that idiot a commissioner. So I doubt that he'll be able to get that implemented. We'll see.
Oh, we get our Patreon names. I forgot.
So we'll see. But anyway, that's
Look at
this
that. That's
match.
awesome.
Stay
JTH,
tuned if you are
I
on
see him.
YouTube.
Anyone-
And you're gonna see
Anyone we know?
Amazing doubleheader.
So JTH
Snyder
there.
and Roca, and then for all the patrons, thank you very much. We appreciate you. For Jen Sturgeon, Christian Harloff, and we'll see you soon.
Is this Franca? Franca Jenga Jenna?
What's up, Schmoedown fans?
Yeah.
Frank here.
Ah, there we go. Jenga.
Frankie, good with the stats and not trivia. Janish.
This one was a
He
pretty
would have
good
been good at Star Wars.
2 rounds. Both players getting
Had
very
him
He's just
and
colors
Aaron
confuse
They
him.
both combined to answer 70%
He missed that one steal.
thus
He said
far
yellow.
in the match.
Yeah, colors are
However,
confusing.
The final round was
Yellow
not
and
kind
gold
to Napzok, as he was only
is
able to
a-
pick up
is
3
pretty-
points, while Knost, he hit
Yeah.
2 and 3.
Have you ever heard them say
And that was
yellow
enough for him
leader
to seal the
in Star
victory,
Wars? It's always gold leader.
17-14.
Yeah.
Going inside the numbers, Napzok started
80%, that's good.
strong and ultimately went 9 of 16 or
80% is like the
correct.
Queenie
As
Bibiani
Knost,
numbers.
he
Yeah,
was
that's
the
a
whole
actually
match.
really
Best
good.
performance of his
Yeah.
career.
Look at their lifetime
12 of
averages, though.
14,
This is actually a great matchup. I want to
correct.
see this
If you want to
couple
find
more
out other
times.
stats from around the league, check out
These two.
SD Rundown Stats on Twitter.
Brienne.
And check out the Schmoedown Rundown every Saturday on YouTube and your podcast feed.
Hey, that's
This
Rocho.
has been your
That was a
Schmoedown
great
Breakdown.
interview with Roca, too. Awesome. That was awesome. There we go. There we have it.
That's what I'm talking about, guys.
Yo.
Alrighty, so that was Knost versus Napzok. That was a lot of
Mhm.
fun. We all got our wish, getting Knost in his big win. We kind of touched on some predictions that we'd like to see Knost in the future, maybe like Stacey Howard and Clark's dreaming over there big, the loser of Lon and Ethan. But let's keep his confidence up because we still want top 10 to get the belts back. So let's wait for that for later, when they have the belts or whenever, whatever. So Kristen, any final thoughts on that match? Any standout moments?
I mean, honestly, I think that Knost just played he played very even the whole match. He had a pretty good second round. He had a pretty good first round. He got his points when he needed it in the third round. So matches where he's kind of there and present and like answering the questions, he does very well. So I'm looking forward to seeing more of Knost like this, where he just plays very level-headedly the whole match because I like seeing him win.
Yeah, definitely. And Bibiani, Clark, any thoughts on you're welcome. Any any thoughts on the match or the post match? We're getting these teases with the Four Horsemen. Any predictions? Or are you still in the dark like the rest of us?
I just look like the Four Horsemen with perfection with the two people they had before they left. It was a perfect faction. Anybody who replaces my two favorite competitors is going to automatically be inferior in my eyes, and to me, it doesn't honestly make a difference. It's not Bibiani and Burnett, unless they get Cybold out of whatever hell freezes over. It can't really match my expectations of what it used to be. But you know what? On top of that, I think Knost did a very respectable job. I know you both are huge Roka fans. I know Knost is probably up there with both of you too. I loved how Knost performed, and Knost was fantastic. I mean, I love Ken as a person. He's a fantastic guy. His character, though, can go suck a mutton chop, and I'm glad
Muffin shop?
Muffin shop. But yeah, I'm glad that his character got the comeuppance that it did, and he lost. But Ken as a person is fantastic, and I can't wait to see him in the future. I don't know who Ken would face. I could see him maybe facing in singles, maybe RB3 or something. I forget what his record was after this match, but I don't think it was terribly high, so he would probably battle some of the more lower tier.
1 in 3 or 1 in 4.
Yeah, so I could see him maybe doing RB3 or something like that. But I as we discussed, Stacey Howard versus Knost would be a good match, and I feel like that's a lot of potential right there. So be sure to watch other thoughts on the summit. So that's awesome. This match was awesome.
Kristen, anything you want to plug in particular that's going on right now, or just yourself personally?
Yeah, so make sure you check out this, not this weekend, but on Monday, hopefully, the Take 3 Summit, where we will be going over this entire week of matches, as well as looking forward to next matches. And we have just like a million interviews this week, so it should be a really great week. As long as she shows up for their interviews, we will keep those a secret for now, but they're good ones, so.
Secrets usually don't make friends, but sometimes they definitely pay off. So this would be a good one.
Yeah,
Chris
and
Clark,
sorry, and then Smith_K10 for all the social media things.
There it is. Hit her up. And Chris Clark, any things you want to plug for your shows or yourself personally?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at ChrisClark8788. Those numbers mean nothing. You can find me every Wednesday hosting Southern Soundtracks, where we go through a movie musical song by song, judge a movie solely based on the soundtrack that it provides. On Saturday in the evening, we have to figure out a time. Still is the live top 10 music scores from Star Wars, so make sure you check that out on our channel on Saturday. Nice. Also, I produce and edit the Schmoedown Rundown, which you can catch on SK Plus on Saturdays. We just released the Rundown Schmoedown, which is basically an unofficial fan Schmoedown with the hosts of the Schmoedown Rundown. So make sure you check that out, hosted by William Bibiani and Chris Skaliski. And you can find me on YouTube at No Man's Land Entertainment. And bada bing, bada boom.
Exactly. And last but not least, I'm Henry Confidential. You can check me out hosting There Will Be Trivia on the Worldwide Movie Games Network on YouTube. Go ahead and join that Facebook group, Worldwide Movie Games, in case you want to play in some trivia matches yourself. We also have movie debating. We also have whiteboard-only rounds in Full Metal Trivia. So we have a balance and a love for everybody out there. So if you love talking about movies, if you love debating movies, and if you love testing your trivia, we have that option for you. And I might have some stuff going on my personal channel on Henry Confidential, so check that out on YouTube as well. So with that being said, I am Henry Confidential. This is my second and hopefully not last time hosting for Take 3. But if Clark gives me the booth, then I'll see you guys some other time. But until then,